What's up, guys? It's Toby Rosario, and in today's video, I wanted to do a video for people who are getting started. I wanted to do a video on how you can start generating leads on a $100 budget, right? But before I get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification. That way, you get notified whenever I post a new video. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. I do apologize. I haven't been posting as often as I used to, but I promise I will. I'm getting a whole bunch of new equipment, new laptop, new backlighting, new backdrop. I'm gonna step everything up, new camera. So I'm gonna really amp up the quality, hopefully, and add more, step up the quality and be more consistent with the videos as well. I've just been super busy, and I'll tell you guys what I've been working on recently. So let's say you have $100 budget. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. So you have $100 budget. So what I recommend personally, what I use is CallRail. CallRail is essentially phone numbers that you can use to track your campaigns. It's $30 a month. You get $30 a month for 10 numbers. So you're at $30. If you're on a super tight budget, you can do Google Voice. Google Voice works well. The issue is that sometimes, for some reason, from my experience, you don't. Sometimes the calls don't go all the way through. Like, you might not get all the calls from your campaigns. So if you can put up the money, I would do a call rail. It's $30 a month. Great. You can make calls from there. You can text from there. So what I would do is I would do driving for dollars. Obviously, that's the most cost effective because all you're gonna do is pay for your gas, right? I have a video on how to target the hottest zip codes. Focus on one zip code. Drive for dollars in that particular area. Get at least minimum of 100 addresses. Grab that list. You're going to go ahead and go to um, batchskiptracing.com. It's great. This is what I use. It's like 20 cents, minimum 50 records. So let's say you get 100 records times 20 cents. That's $20 plus $30 for call where you got $50, right? Then you got to skip. Then what I would recommend is, so once you skip trace them, you're gonna get the phone numbers back. You can do a ringless voicemail to those phone numbers. You get 100 ringless voicemails for $10. A tip: if you go through my link in the description, you get 100 free ringless voicemails. This is very cost effective because once you have the numbers, you can continue to do ringless voicemails. You can continue to text them. You can continue to call them. That's why it's good to always skip trace, because then you have that point of contact forever, right? Unless they block you. So it's very cost effective. You can call them, you can leave voicemails, you can text them, whatever the case is, right? I like CallRail, but again, if you're on a tight budget, Google Voice works well. And then skip tracing, I use this company, Batch Skip Tracing. I have a link in the description. You can get 100 ringless voicemails for free if you sign up to my link. And then what you want to do, the reason it's good to do driving for dollars. This is I really like it, is because very cost effective, and you know that it's number one. You know that it's vacant. You know that it's vacant, obviously, right? You know that it's absentee, obviously, and more than likely, they're behind on taxes, or they're behind on something, right? They're in distress because it's vacant, it's absentee. They're not living in it. They own it, but it's vacant. And another thing is, it's more than likely going to be in major major repair. Like, it's going to need major repairs. So you have three levels of motivations right off the top: vacant, absentee, going to need repairs. Right? Those are the three good levels to start with as far as motivation. Skip trace the list. You're going to get 70 to 80% of return as far as like the actual numbers. You're going to cold call them. You're going to cold call them with CallRail. You can text them from there as well. Then if they don't answer, you can leave a ringless voicemail. You can follow up. You can text them as well. They're all from CallRail. That's why I like it, because it's kind of all in one. Google Voice, you can do the same, but it's just going to be more manual, right? I mean, it's not going to be as efficient because, like I said, from my experience, sometimes the quality is not always that good. It's gonna come back. They're not gonna, the phone numbers, the calls are not always gonna go through, from my experience. But if you're on a tight budget, you can do that. A call rail is $30 a month. Skip tracing is 20 cents, minimum 50 records. I recommend start with 100. and then you just pound that list. You're going to target the zip code, go in that zip code, get a minimum of 100 addresses. You know there's vacant, you know there's absentee, you know they need repairs. So that's a good way to start. And then what you just put them in, and then you keep them in your database, and you keep following up with them, until eventually it turns into a deal, right? So that's my time. My name's Toby Rosario. Peace.